Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very, very cool creations to check out today. I'm really quite excited to see all these. Yeah, a lot of stuff here. So everything I'm showing is going to be in RE2. Some of the builds may not necessarily be for RE2. We will figure that out as we go through them. But the very first creation here today, if you can't guess what the name of this ship is quite yet, it is the USCSS Prometheus RE2 by Fats Dominic, which is an unfamiliar author to me at this moment in time, but I think that's going to change. Holy smokes. So this is the Prometheus from the movie Prometheus. So it's pretty straightforward here on what this ship is, and it's quite an iconic ship, honestly. A long time ago, I was challenged to try to build this ship myself, and I didn't do it because I didn't want to screw it up, and I was a little too worried about the voxel blocks and not being able to do the shaping and a lot of things like that, because this is a very complex ship. If you look at it in the movie and everything, it's really, really cool. It's like a VTOL spacecraft. Very, very cool setup on the ship. And it would actually makes a lot of sense on how it would actually work in reality as well. But seeing what the author did here, I am super impressed. I mean, I'm thinking this looks so cool. Look at all the complexity in the hull design and the build here. Love the color overlays. Well, I won't say overlays, but the color differences on the ship here as well. And again, you know, I need not to say this is a very, very complex build, just on the overall design of it and everything like that, and then try to make that all work with the voxel blocks and the angles available in the game. That's tough, and I'm super impressed. I am super impressed. Let's check out these thruster housings over here. Obviously, in the actual show, these things will rotate, so it can land and it can fly forward. And it's got like four thrusters here. It's got this big swing arm going on here too to mount these thrusters, which is really, really cool. It looks like all these pieces, you know, obviously if we had rotators and different parts in the game, you can actually kind of make this work. But right now it's more simulation because you can't rotate the voxel blocks and thruster housings and things like that. But if you could, holy smokes. This kind of looks like it would work here. But yeah, check out these the thruster housings are really cool. I love this extra trim around these areas. Obviously, I know this is built, you know, from a existing sci-fi ship, you know, from the movie. But again, really impressed what the author did here. Just checking out all this really cool block work. And then, of course, you got to get it like real thrusters and real Empyrion parts into the build as well. And just look at all the angles and complexity, even on the backside over here. This is crazy. Right? I gotta look at it from a distance like that. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I do want to put out some warning and caution, though. If you get this ship and you're going to be operating this in game, there's a couple just rules I would recommend. When you go down to a alien planet, I would try not to pet the wildlife. That's rule number one. Rule number two, I would probably avoid taking off your helmet as well. And if you do have a 3D tracking system with like drone base that can map out caves and tunnels, you probably should try to avoid getting lost. And one last little detail I got to throw out there. If there's some kind of giant wheel that's coming at you, your best move is to trip and fall out of the way. I'm just saying. But beyond that, the spaceship's really cool. I really like movies like like Prometheus and things like that. However, I had some issues with its plot line. Definitely not the graphics. The graphics in the ships were wonderful looking, and yeah, I just keep on flying around. Checking this one out. It's there's a lot to see here. Oh, check out this area up on the top too. We got the blinky lights. We've got a hangar door here. That was a little unexpected. That's cool. That's neat. That's kind of how that's even angled coming in here and opens up from these two directions, so you got enough room to fit in, you know, your probably utility crafts and things like that in here. We got a big old radar here with an extension piece on it. Look at that. That's a cool looking mounting bracket there for the radar, and I especially like this extra accent going on there too. And obviously that is asymmetrically placed on the build as well. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. I really dig how this kind of smooth curvy part up top, and then it sort of chops and it kind of goes down into all this craziness, and then you got this crazy bridge over here. Yeah, it's just, this is a neat looking ship. I could fly around and stare at this for quite a while, actually. A lot of things to look at here too. We do have some weapons on here too. It looks like more say drone defense type of weaponry. I wouldn't say heavy combat or anything like that, but yeah, to keep those drones away from your really awesome looking ship here. Yeah, it's just so neat. I just love how those are just up there, and yeah, it's neat, and it looks right. You know, when you're seeing this fly in the movie, when it's going through space and stuff, this is how the thrusters would be aligned and things like that. Obviously, it changes and they rotate when it lands to the ground, which also looks cool in the landing phase. But this was built with the flying in the space phase, which makes a lot more sense for Empyrion, because it would look just better all the way around, unless it was sitting on the ground. But other than that, that's just cool. Anyway, let's get aboard this and check it out. Again, I could just look at this for so much longer, admiring the body here. All right, I'm gonna adjust the lighting, and we're gonna go take a nice walking tour through here, see what's going on. I don't want to go too dark. Let's try to find a happy medium there. There's probably some other switch mechanism that I didn't hit here. It looks like all this stuff's supposed to pull in as well. So that I don't know. Anyway, let's look. So the hangar, yeah, this looks pretty pretty on point here too. I like that. Oh, look at all the metal grating up there and stuff. And the lighting has that. It's kind of got that greenish tone to it, which is kind of neat. It looks pretty eerie, you know, even when you walk in here. Obviously, there's no aliens floating around on this ship in this particular movie. However, it was, yeah, this just looks good. It just looks good. I like all the detail, and this whole thing looks like it's a lift that would drop all the cargo down to the hangar floor. I think that's what the point is. Kind of looks like it could be set up for a repair bay in here as well, for Empyrion gameplay at least. And I like this kind of dug out in the hangar floor with the grates. Then you got some stuff to look at below the floor. That's neat. So looks like we got some storage controllers in here. There's one over there, one on the other side. Our warp drive's going to be back in there behind that glass. And you can kind of see up into other part of the ship over there through that glass area. Got this, oh, this looks neat too. I like the use of that that part there, or that street light part, I believe. No, that's actually not a street light part. That's just the regular old blocks. Yeah, that's just the regular old blocks. That's cool. Kind of looks like a nice little support beam for that that area. It's got another one on this side. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on here. Make sure there's no two ways out of the elevator here. And yeah, it's always cool when you have like something like this around a hangar. You can nice to kind of look at it from different angles and everything. It's kind of adds to that immersion, I would say. I'm gonna go down this way before I go upstairs just to see what's here. Looks like we got oxygen storage. Big old blue light up there. Yeah, let's go up this way. So yeah, kind of a crew section over here. We got some lockers. Well, actually, actual armor lockers in here. Some seats, table to eat some food and things like that. Looks like we got a weapon locker right over here. Our armor repair, or just the repair bay. And we got an overlook over the bridge with a table there as well. That's cool. Oh, it's different on both sides too. So I just came in through the that way, I think. So where does this go? So this is another elevator going up, and then we go down over this way. That's cool. I like how it's asymmetrically done in a lot of places on the interior as well. And we're getting into the bridge here. Oh, that looks nice. Different colored lighting in here, but that's, you know, the lighting's really working for this. They're lighting tones that I haven't really used myself in builds, but just seeing how it's coming out here, that looks pretty cool. With the colors selected for the hull, with the lighting and all the detail, of course, that adds in a lot too. But very cool. And check out this bridge here. Love how that's working out too. That's kind of hanging down over the or below part of the hull above it. Oh, we got a switch here. What's that do? I don't know, but I hit it. It did something, I'm sure. I wonder if it was anything to do with LCDs or anything like that, or maybe it opened up a door. Maybe that had to do something with the hangar space below as well. Maybe opening up all the rest of those parts in there. Oh, we got quick access into the bridge over here too. I think we've seen this from the outside, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So quick access into the bridge. That's a very nice utility for an Empyrion build, because often you would have to leave your ship to go get loot or check out a POI or something, and getting back in quick is really handy. So the ship does that. All right, so I think we got to take this elevator over there. I'm just trying to not miss things in here. I would have missed this area if I would have done that. So we got an elevator over here too. Uh-oh. We've got elevators all over the place. Wow, where did this room come from? Thought this was the bridge over here, but no, it's tripping us up. So our mission planning room over here, well, I wouldn't call it control room necessarily, but mission planning room. Really cool looking table in here. Just it's hard to do tables, especially with big blocks or the CV blocks or base blocks, because everything's just out of proportion and usually not right. You can pull it off a lot better with small blocks on SVs or HVs, but this is a good looking table, I gotta say. I like how these screens are in the sides, how the chairs fit in with this, how it's using some other pieces in there, plus block work in the mix. Yeah, this, again, that looks really cool. Like the lighting in here too. I'm seeing some blue tones, some red tones, almost maybe just a mixture of the two lights, a little bit pinkish, but not really. I don't know. It looks really good though. So yeah, we got this surprise room here. I didn't know that was there. And now where we're going. Wow. Okay, so we got a medical bay over here too. Let's check that out. Very cool. So it looks like we've got our two of our specialized pieces in there. And then the rest are probably out in here. Yep, and there's the other two. And we even got some food processors in here. Sides table there. We got our beds, and that's a cool way to put in front of, or very cool to put that in front of the bed like that. Kind of turned sideways. That looks neat. You can tell the author really spent a lot of time on this. Again, it was a tough one. Okay, so we're right back into the crew area, so we looped around. Let's go up. Uh-oh, we're going this way too. Oh, wow, check out this place. For some reason, I didn't think it was that big, but it's got a lot of room in here. So we've got a farming section here too. So it's all set up for the Reforged Eden and Reforged Eden 2 grow plots, the 3x3 ones here. So you probably, but you could put in regular grow plots if you wanted as well. So it's completely optional to the user. So it's only putting in 4 grow plots by default here, which shouldn't rack up the cost of the ship very much at all. I don't know which way to go now. We got hallways everywhere. Let's go back this way. Cool looking hallway design there, using some newer blocks. Gotta make sure. Oh yeah, there are some doors in here. I was kind of worrying about that. And what do we got? Oh wow, going into like a side compartment. Okay, so this looks like bit more of an unfinished area, but places to put a lot of parts, including like turbines. Oh, we got turbines on board here. That's cool. That's cool. So it's, yeah, it's kind of left open. You do have a lot of room here. You wanted to add whatever. I'm sure you could fit a lot of like fuel tanks, oxygen tanks, small shield parts, medium shield parts, maybe. But we have turbines up in there. So yeah, quite a bit of room here. Let me turn on the light a second. Yeah, a lot of room here for additional parts. All right, let's head back this way. So this would be the back portion of the ship, I believe. And yeah, you can clearly see that turbine here, nicely displayed there. It's really, really cool. I like the, oh, look at the lights around the door there. That looks neat too. The way that's done up. Using all the thin round blocks there with some pretty neat light textures going on around there. Now we're getting into the back of the ship here. And let me get the light on. So this area looks a little bit unfinished as well. We do have Xeno blocks surrounding. I believe that's where the warp drive was. We got our main shield over here, Pentax tank down below there. We got some medium shield parts in here too. Oh wow! So this is kind of shielded up. Very cool. I'll turn that back off again. Oh, that looks really neat on the ceiling too. Look at all the grates, and you got the visual effects plus the other parts up there to just add a lot of detail. Quite immersive. Quite immersive. Let's go. Did I go through this door yet? No. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's just off those side areas there. Maintenance areas. We've seen our farming section. This is just kind of a big open room over here too. I guess you could put in what you wanted over here. It does have quite a bit of space. It could actually fit I don't know, more turbines and things like that in there. And let's take this door. Oh wow, we got another hallway here. Somehow I'm getting lost. That's not all that hard for me to do though. It happens. So where the heck are we? Wow, there's a lot of hallways. I didn't expect this. Okay. So let's, where does this go? Storage controller there. Another. And we loop back to the farm. Okay, so we kind of went through this way. And what do we got going down this way? Yeah, really cool looking hallways. I like all the changes in the light colors. Obviously, some areas were kind of green, some were reddish, some were bluish. It's neat. A lot of oh, and we wound back up at the bridge again. I took a different way to get there. And I came in. Yeah, it goes all over the place. Yeah, elevator on that side. Let me see if I've been in here. Yeah, so that goes through. Oh, I'm so worried that I'm going to miss a room here because I got really lost. That's the farm again. That's that other hallway. Okay, so I think we've seen all this. It goes out to the sides. Yeah, I think we're getting there. But it goes up more. So let's see. We got glass here. This goes all the way up. Oh, wait. We got a floor here. Or a deck. So this is probably getting to that hangar bay. Yes, yeah. I was, had to make our way up to here. That's cool. I like how the door design is set up on this, too. Yeah, nice, pretty spacious hangar, actually. You've got room for a lot of, especially like utility vehicles or larger vehicles. Or you could probably fit in like some combat SVs or something like that in here, too. It's actually a pretty good-sized hangar. So as long as they can fit through the door, you can park a lot of stuff here. And I like that over, kind of like hangar control deck right above there as well. Cool looking effect there with the box on the metal framing pieces. Very cool, very cool. And yeah, nice utility function as soon as you walk in. And let's go up to this area. Holy smokes! Okay, so we have a secure bridge in here, or a secondary bridge. So this would be right above where the core is. So I guess if you're getting in combat situations, this is probably the bridge to fly in. Usually the ones right on the front of the ship are kind of dangerous. in this game because, yeah, they can just get popped pretty good by the AI. So you've got a nice place back over here to fly the ship with the core, like right above your head. So if it shoots at you or kills you, it'll probably kill the core at the same time, and then you can not lose your whole ship, get it back, and not have the AI blow it up when you're dead and trying to get back to your ship. And then this loops up to, wow, look at this room. This is like above the bridge. This is our production area. I was wondering if it's going to have one of these in there. But yeah, the ship's quite impressively big, actually. So we got a universal constructor, advanced constructors over there, bunch of color-coordinated small constructors, a lot more slots. Obviously, you can add more here. And we got another pilot seat here on the top area, which also has a glass window there. Yeah, that looks neat. I love all the ceiling work and things like that. All the block detail going on in here. That is really cool. Now, obviously, if you didn't want those small constructors, you could add another universal constructor there. And it's even got extra room, so you could also get rid of that, put in a couple of those, or deconstructors, or who knows. Basically, you got a good size production area here in the mix. Yeah, interesting interior layout design too. I don't know if this is I don't know if there is any schematics. Oh, well, I didn't see this room before either. Holy smokes! I keep on finding more rooms. Every time I think I've seen the whole ship, there's more. There's more to it, and they're all super detailed too. I mean, just look at all the stuff going on. That's a neat approach right there too, with this just kind of coming down into that block and then have like a screen on it. Very fitting. Another really cool looking intelligence table or mapping charting table over here. That looks really cool. Yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. Wow. And we're to an elevator, and yeah, we've seen that. Oh man, I think that's it. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna let's get out of the ship here a minute. I probably missed something. There's a lot of rooms around. Hold on, I want to fly through this area here a second. Okay, I wanted to see if there was anything going on in these swing arms. Looks like, yeah, there's some xenoblocks in here too, like trying to protect the fuel from the outside. There's actually quite a bit of that going on here. So it's cool. It's kind of built to be pretty tough in places too. So you don't have fuel tanks blowing up on you and taking out big chunks of the hull at once. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's that other bridge area we've seen on the top there. A hangar. Yeah, very cool build. Alright, well anyway, let's get the lights back on and take a look at some numbers here. Now this one was made for RE2. And it looks like it's going to be quite balanced there. So, unlock level 25, size class 15. Wow, it is a pretty big size class ship. 75 forward, 13 strafing, 39 lift, 26 reverse, 26 down, 12 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. We do have a long-range radar array built into the ship, plus 7 light Gatling turrets. We got drill modules in here too. Oh, it's got 5 drills. We got 6 retractable sentry guns. 14-hour and 37-minute build time. This started working again this week. Didn't work last week. Don't know why. I have no idea why. So obviously we need a little bit of the plant fibers for the 4 grow plots that were in there. We do have reactor core. We had a reactor in here. I missed that. I didn't see the reactor. 5 quantum processors. It's core 9. And one of the quantum processors probably used for another part. Would take 4 for a core 9. So yeah, it's set up at 840,000 CPU. It's a little over, but that's not going to cause any problems whatsoever. Yeah, core 9 setup over here. Actually, 8 constructors on board. I just wanted to see what our warp drive was. Advanced warp drive, so the 60 light year warp drive. In stock. Let's take a look at it. It's shield strength, stock shield strength, 61,772. I'm going to turn on the mining drills. And let's turn on that hatch. Ice and decon. options as well. Production. I'll just turn it all on. I even put oxygen in here, so we'll turn that on too. So where are those drills at? Oh yeah, right around. Oh, that is very convenient. So this really cool bridge here, which would probably be the main bridge on the ship in the movie, is actually like a mining bridge too. That's cool. That is really cool. I didn't even see that. I missed those mining drills when looking at this. And we got the lights up top there to kind of light up everything below. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool build. That's neat. Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at the storage. So we got a nicely labeled storage setup. So we got fuel and production at 640K. Food is probably a fridge. We got another 640K for water and O2. Another 320 for raw ore. That could be the harvest bay. I'll just name like that. Ingredients chow. Okay, so that's probably a fridge there. I never that's different wording. Wow. Okay, I thought this, for some reason, I thought this was a Pentaxid tank, and then I'm like, 640K. No, okay, that's Pentaxid storage. So it's got a lot of storage in this ship. 640K output, 640K input. Even that's 640K. So beyond those, I think the rest of these are going to be, nope, ammo production. Okay, we got our ammo, 320K ammo box, and a secondary one. So two 320Ks for ammo. What's a cell? Wow, cell's 640K too. Okay, meds better not be 640. That's yeah, okay. So a lot of storage. I don't exactly know. I'd have to add up all the numbers, but there's, yeah, a lot of storage in here. I would say, what is that, about 7 640s and a couple 320s plus your other boxes and things like that. So again, yeah, what a build, what a build. Very, very cool design here. Again, this is the USCSS Prometheus RE2 by Fats Dominic. So yeah, very, very cool build there. Ambitious build too. I mean, again, it is a complex ship to try to build out of voxel blocks. So yeah, hats off. You did an awesome job. That looks really, really cool. All right, so next build. Next build kind of caught me by a bit of surprise this morning. So this little base, I guess it's on already. I never put fuel in it. So this is the Sanctuary ST RE2 starter base by Grump 138. So a very, very long time ago, I'm thinking close to 9 to 10 years ago, I built this base called the Sanctuary ST. It was a little starter base with farming and production, and you would land things on top of it. That was your hangar. It didn't have an internal hangar or anything like that. And yeah, I mean, this built a very, very long time ago, so someone grabbed it and did a RE2 update on it, which is, I haven't seen this in so long. I mean, this was, I think this was the first base I made ever for the game. And the first one I ever had on the workshop. Again, a very, very long time ago. I'm going to just, I'm just walking in here a minute. Let me adjust the lights. Can't just walk in with the light stuff. All right, so yeah, let's see how this is working out. So obviously, back in the day, the constructors had they were a little more blocky, and they had a specific block zone that a screen would fit in, and this base was designed around that. However, all the constructors changed their models a whole bunch of times, and that never worked again after they got rid of that first model constructor. But yeah, so it's set up so we got our newer constructors in here. A small constructor on one side right now, and a looks like an advanced constructor over here. A couple more constructor locations. Let's see. Wow, I have this was some extra room to add stuff, if I do remember. This might have been my own decals. I'm not sure. MR. That's the thing with the. That's why I kind of went to the LCDs at this point in time, because I don't even know what that is. Usually I'll figure it out when I think about it, but MR, what would MR be? Main repair? I'm not... I could have been my doing there. Got a little window over here. Got our ammo box. Yeah, I think I just used ammo boxes on this build. And a little window there. Just basically just kind of set up so you could add in more stuff. It came with some things. And then you could put in more stuff around the walls here. But then it was a lot about farming. So you had farming B and A. And when I first did this too, I left the floors out like this. Not thinking about the oxygen. And I'm wondering if there might be blocks below here. Let me look. Yeah, there is. Check that out. They are sealed off on the bottom. I just have it embedded in the ground a little bit too far. And actually, that's all storage controllers there, or not controllers, but the extensions. So that's cool. This is sealed off. That was a problem I had, thinking that this would be cool and you'd turn on the air after you put in the grow plots and stuff like that. It did work. It's just it would be no oxygen zone until you had grow plots installed. But you don't have to worry about it here. That's just put in your grow plots right here. It's got a solid floor below it. Very cool. That's a nice nice touch there. I'm trying to go off memory too. It's been so long since I looked at the original. Yeah, this side you can see that a whole lot better over here. So yeah, quite a bit of growing set up in here. So it's let's see, 72 grow plots I believe total. And then we got our staircase that goes up to oh wow. Yeah, there it is. That's right. It loops around. That was just a window. And it goes out here to the landing pad on the top. And that was the whole base. But the whole thing about this base, it was originally meant to be quite inexpensive. It was built out of, I think the original base was built out of steel. However, this version, or maybe not. Maybe it was concrete and steel. It might have been concrete and steel. I forget. It's been a long time. But that's what it's made out of yet. The concrete blocks are actually fairly tough. They actually do have a fair amount of hit points to them. And the texture selection isn't great. But the blocks themselves are always a good bang for the buck, for sure. If you're building a base, you can only use them on base, so you can't obviously have concrete blocks on a spaceship or anything that moves. But yeah, for base, they are doing pretty good here, and a lot of these are yeah, most of this is concrete. Yeah, steel on the flight deck. I think I used steel here because of the texturing. I didn't want the concrete texture on the top. So yeah, steel there and concrete blocks. Most of the rest of the build were done that way. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Nice to see the update. The farming section revised. The constructors revised. The only thing I think the regular utility parts and stuff are just throughout this area. I think you was kind of set up so you could add little generators and stuff. But a base like this honestly does not use much power. So you don't need much in power generation or anything like that on it. So very, very cool. Kind of excited to see what the numbers are here. Alright, so. Unlock level 7. Yep, I think that's about as low as you get. Size class 1. Got 9 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks in here. Oh, that's pretty good for farming though. You really want to have a decent amount of oxygen storage when you're dealing with farming. 50-minute, 1-second build time. Zero like complexities here at all. Nothing. This is like the base stuff. You can run around with a survival tool and get all this stuff, except you would need some kind of constructor or something to make the well, even I think you can even do this with the that mobile constructor. You can build the carbon substrate out of that. But yeah, super easy to get in the game. CPU wise, core 1. So yeah, 80,000 is your is what it gives you to start with, and you don't need to add any CPU cores whatsoever to it, and you've got quite a bit of extra CPU available. P menu option. I don't believe this was dealing anything with a shield or any of that kind of stuff. It's not too much to look at in there. Yeah, there's gonna be no shield here. I won't really need that either. So yeah, works out good. Let's take a look at this storage. And that is something I was kind of curious about. Now, the original build I think in that area that when you first walk in, I think there was some cargo boxes there because that was the only storage mechanism when this was built. Is cargo boxes. There was no storage controllers in the game or anything like that. So, and we got looks like we got two 640K controllers in here. That's cool. It's all included at the price. And again, it was meant to be a starter and inexpensive, and farming and production and a place to park something. So yeah, very, very cool. I love seeing this revision of this. I feel like I'm forgetting to look at something. I'm not sure what else there's really to look at there, but very, very cool. Yeah, and you got your 4 turrets here too. It did have the ammo box inside. 3 turrets, my fault. 3 turrets, not 4 turrets. Ah, very cool. Blast from the past for me, and it's all revised for RE2, and you can get it in really cheap in game. So I'm glad the author didn't introduce more expensive parts that required other kinds of resources and things too. Really cool that it's just, it's a starter. It is a starter. Again, so this is the Sanctuary ST RE2 starter base by Rump 138. Very cool. Awesome work on that. Looks like it would be useful again. So that is really cool. It's got the right amount of storage and price and stuff for a starter base. Very nice. All right. Well, let me power you off just to save my frame rate. So the next build we've got here is I think this one over here in my list. I know there's a bunch of stuff in the back there too. Fancy to check out. So yes, this is the JT731 Broadhorn by Braganator. Are you on? You are on. Okay. Not a lot of blinky lights here right off the gate. So yeah, this is looking really cool. This is a SV, I believe, or no, maybe not. Maybe no. I think this is a CV. What am I thinking? SV. It's smaller. It's really cool. This certainly looks like something out of Star Wars, or just it feels like it. It probably is. It probably is. Again, man, I really gotta take a week and try to catch up on all the Star Wars stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars stuff I need to catch up on. Get familiar with some of these other ships and things that I haven't really seen. But nice looking ship here. It looks like a more of a freighter type of ship. It does have drone defense all over the place on it with the sentry guns. See them back over there and on the front side. But yeah, it does look more like a freighter. It certainly doesn't look like it's going to blow up dreadnoughts or anything like that. But really cool design here. I like the side walls going in here with that cut in the center. Again, a very quite a characteristic, good-looking feature from a lot of Star Trek creations. Or Star Wars. Sorry, I'm gonna be shot for that one. Why did I say Star Trek? I meant Star Wars. I like both franchises myself, so I'm pretty neutral there. Yeah, very nice looking ship here, though. I like how it's textured. You can see the different surface materials. You got some of the smooth metal, some of this kind of metal, some other things in the mix to break it up. That's neat. A little bit of color differences as well with the grays. You got the like a mid gray and a light gray, and all those little things just help to add more detail to the build. Of course, all those little things take a little more time to make your build happen, but it does add to the detail to it as well. So yeah, nice looking build here. I got to check out the backside here. Like a little bit more. Yeah, I guess cool looking design for this thruster setup here too. That's unique. That is unique. So yeah, it's actually not a thruster there that's visible. Those are actually out over here. And it kind of looks like this area is set up to potentially pop in a larger thruster. Maybe not though. I don't know. Well, let me fly into the hall a little bit there. I don't think so. I think it's just kind of set up to do with what it's. Well, I don't know. No, you can pop in. You could pop in more of these, or the bigger one there. Yeah, I think it is set up for upgrades there. It's tricky. That's a tricky setup there. Just kind of looking at it. But yeah, you could, well... maybe not. Or maybe just 4 of these smaller thrusters. I'm thinking the other ones would be a little bit too deep. But, you know, maybe they're not. Maybe they would fit in there. Yeah, I think they would. I think that does work. Or if you're going to go to the larger size thrusters there. Got to figure that out. It's tricky. It's hard to figure that one out by looking at the blocks there. That's neat. Anyway, let's get aboard here. Let's see what's happening. So we do have a nice hangar back over here too. Yeah, pretty good size hangar door and enough room to park something decent size like SV or HV. So up top here, it looks like, oh, we got some doors coming off the back of the hangar. Got some kind of like, almost like copper colored piping up there. That's pretty cool. I like the color, and even the floor is more of a brownish tone. Don't see a lot of browns in a lot of these spaceships. So this is kind of cool to see that. You got the darker tone over there. Kind of fits together pretty well, the color scheme. So over here we've got a warp drive. And a lot of thrusters in the area here. Looks like our strafing thrusters are down in there. We got some lift. We got some lift thrusters over here. Our down thrusters. So a lot of the thrusters are hidden away on the hull. Obviously, trying to make it look more like the spaceship that you would normally see, and not have 6-direction thrusters on them. I don't think we would ever, as humans, as a species, ever build a spacecraft that has necessarily 6 directional thrusters in each direction to fly in space. I think we would have 1 or 2 and have them kind of VTOL around to get around in space. Maybe some kind of strafing turning thrusters like you'd see in the Expanse spaceships and things like that. Actually, the Expanse, out of all the sci-fi franchises that I know of, the Expanse creations actually seem to be the most plausible, at least with our technologies and things like that in the real world. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would work if someone were to build one in real life. I think it would actually work. So that is pretty cool. So over here, it looks like we just got a big open room. Interesting texture light pattern on the ceiling here. So this could be, I don't know, maybe the author left it open because obviously you could put grow plots in here, I think, if you wanted to go that route, or you could put in pretty big parts, you know. Maybe there's info LCD. Hold on, I'm gonna. Nope. Okay, I was wondering if there was any info part information in here, but this is just pretty open for, I believe, the player to put in what they feel like putting in here, and you got enough room. I think you could fit even like a maybe a larger turbines or a lot of things. A lot of parts could fit here. Yeah, this looks neat on the side. I like that brown in the mix of the grays and the brown. That's just you don't see it every day, and it looks it's working. It looks really cool. This is a neat little walkthrough here. So yeah, we're just kind of looped back over to the hangar area. Got a place for like an advanced constructor here. It's got a small constructor in place right now. Our detector is right there. I'll go up the elevator in a sec here. That might just get us to the top. More, or no, those are the rooms we looked at already. Just like bulk part rooms. So you can put up whatever you feel like having the ship do. You could put it in there, whether that's more production or, you know, power or whatever. Coming up to the bridge here, this looks really nice too. And I like that brown. And there's some tans in here too. Some of these consoles and stuff are kind of painted to go with that. That's neat. That's neat. Oh, and yeah, asymmetrical setup over here. So we got a boarding ramp, I think, right here. That's cool. And we got armor locker, O2, our med station there. On that side, on this side, we've got a doorway going to the main core, and we got our Wi-Fi over there. And some extra room if you need to add some more CPU blocks or something. There is some a lot of extra room in the ship for things like that. What's in here? Yep. I think we looked at that already. Let's take this elevator up. Oh, it does go to another deck up here. It also does have a quick in and out right in this section. Yep. That's cool. Well, yeah, there's more floor space back over here too. We got our bathroom, shower. A little bit dark in here. For some reason, these lights are acting like they're not on or something, or maybe they are. I don't know. It's like they're there, but they don't seem to be on at the moment. I'm not sure why that is. So here, we'll walk back here. And, oh yeah, then we got a crew room for the captain. So it's not meant for a lot of people. Not a big ship like that. But yeah, it's a nice setup on the ship here. Really cool on the texturing and the color scheme and the overall shape and design here, and the asymmetrical aspects to it as well. Yeah, definitely cool build here. All right, well, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 12, size class 2, 21 forward, 10 strafing, 21 lift, 21 reverse, 21 down. Got 7 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks, 1 detector, 7 sentry guns for that drone defense. 2 hour 15-minute build time. Not really needing anything special here. Aluminum powder, aluminum and sathium a little bit. It's not special. You're gonna need that kind of stuff with pretty much any CV. So yeah, very, very inexpensive, really, especially for a CV. Does not have a shield on here stock. Some of those rooms, those side rooms, were big enough to put in a full-size shield, so you can add one, but it doesn't have one in here stock. CPU wise, really low on CPU. Right? It's core 1, so just your main core, and you got like 90,000 CPU left over. So yeah, you could add a shield right off the gates. Or a warp drive would fit one of those side rooms there too. Wait, hold on. Speaking of the warp drive, did I have one already that I missed? I think it does. Yeah, it already does have a warp drive. My bad. So it's a standard warp drive. So this will be your 30 light year one. You can of course upgrade that as well to the 60 light year. So yeah, so some good upgrade potential. Hold on, I got to see you. Check out this radar here. That's just that's the fake one. It did have a detector inside, so I thought that was going to be fake. Again, the author probably didn't want to introduce the additional cost to add in the actual real long-range radar with the extra parts it needs and things like that. Trying to keep the ship pretty inexpensive, and it is. It is very inexpensive. So yeah, really, really cool build here. Got the storage here. There we are. So we got an ammo bay at 176K, a pretty good sized ammo area. 303. Oh, these are all that was labeled there. So these are all boxes. So we got basically 303K storage here, plus our ammo bay at 176K, and then four boxes and a closet and taxi tank. Yeah, very, very cool build. Again, this is the JT-731 Broadhorn by Braganator. Very, very cool build. Added to the there's quite a Star Wars set on the workshop by several different authors actually. But yeah, very, very cool. And I do believe this is a Star Wars ship. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong because I've never seen this in one of the Star Wars movies or shows, but I haven't seen them all, so it's very easy to not know as well. So, all right, so next build, what do we got on the list here? We're going to go to the one right next to this, and we've got, I think we've got a module carrier here. God, I wonder what kind of modules this one holds. So this is the Astra 6C by BFTC Sharpo. So that's an author I'm unfamiliar with. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. So, yeah, this is, again, This certainly looks like a Astra module carrier, a big flatbed approach on it. Really intricate design on its flight deck as well. That's neat. Yeah, just some unusual shaping kind of going through the flight deck, and it kind of comes out in all these different areas. But that looks neat. It adds a lot of detail to the flight deck, which is normally, you know, pretty much flat blocks and called a day. But no, the author really did a lot of neat stuff here to certainly add a lot of looks to it. And look at this crazy looking bridge. Wow, cool, crazy cool looking bridge. That's a cool glass formation there. I like that. It goes right along with the hull at that 22.5 degree angle, and the way it kind of branches out on the front, kind of a flat surface on the top, angled all the way around the rest of it. And then it has like a lower bridge over here too, with also a very intricate glass design. A lot of spotlights on the front here. I wonder if there's. I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit. I want to see if there was a spotlight P menu command in there. Nope, I don't think so. Sentry guns for the drone defense. We got some actual retractable turrets in here as well. And oh wow! Check out how these modules work. I get how this is all going to go together now with all these angled pieces like that. The modules dock at an angle, that's cool. So you park like a module here, and then probably, yeah, it looks like right over here as well, and one more. So it looks like 6 Astra modules, at least from the sides. Cool looking landing gear, kind of swinging down in there. And on the back, looks like we've got a standard hangar door, I believe. So yeah, extra parking for just preform SVs, HVs, or small CVs. And obviously got a big old flight deck on the top, so you can park your larger builds up in here, and quite a few different areas. Looks like we got some access doors going down into the ship from the flight deck. At least one on the front side. We have something back over here. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. On either side, back over here, too. Very cool. Very cool. Let's take a look at them. Well, here, I think I'm going to... I'll come in through the hangar, and we'll see how things work out there. I'm going to have to get up there, I think, first. And I'll adjust the lighting here in a minute. Get out of God mode. Might have went a little bit too dark. Hold on. Put it like that. Wow. So, yeah, no joke with the hangar. I didn't expect this big of a hangar in it, but yeah, it's actually a pretty big build here. Yeah, so it's got a huge hangar. I like all the glass going down the sides there too. That is pretty neat. Lighting up on the ceiling there. It's like looks like a lot of walk paths that would be going on that second floor over there. Now, I think there's actually a hallway out over here too, isn't there? Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. So, yeah, obviously, there wouldn't need... yeah, you need that for to access the module base. So, outer hallway, that kind of keeps it separated from the hangar itself. To get you into... This is a pretty unique setup with the module base as well. Being at the 45-degree angle like that, and extension hallway. It's almost like boarding a plane or something at a airport. Very cool. Long hallway. Man, there's some walking here, but yeah, these module carriers get pretty big. That's for sure. I think we made it up to the front here. Oh yeah, hangar access from the front part of the ship. Well, even this is big over here too. Get out. And the other hallway would go back on the other 3 module bays there. And then coming up into this area, a lot of open space here. Oh, big old ramp design there too. I missed that on the bottom side. So yeah, we can drive up. So this is like another hangar area. This is probably your HV hangar area. So you drive up here. Yeah, it's using several of these large ramps here to get builds up in here, and plenty of space to park them too. And that's right next to production, it looks like. So we've got a couple advanced constructors, small constructors right over there. On the other side, looks like we got our medical bay and all the fixings with that. Storage controller up over there. And then got our warp drive right behind the glass over here. And we're going to get into the front bridge. No, the front lower bridge. Yeah, this is this isn't a bridge. It's just a really cool glass setup here. Almost looks like you would have a pilot seat here, but obviously the bridge, I believe, is up above this. Yeah, I believe the actual bridge is up above that. Yeah, we'll have to take that elevator there. I was just looking around a little bit more here. There you go. Plenty of room for a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously it's a carrier. Does 6 Astra modules plus a large back hangar, and even this front HV hangar, it's pretty good size too. So yeah, just it definitely does the work of a carrier. Nice balcony looking over that that hangar there, the front hangar. And what do we got over here? Oh, quick access in right above the light there. Those were some of the spotlights on the front of it. And we've got a like an airtight zone over here, right around the bridge area. I think this would be our main bridge. Yep, that cool looking glass setup there. I do like the angles involved in that glass setup there. Looks really neat. Oh yeah, we got some. I think are these legit? Yeah, those are legit passenger seats, aren't they? That's cool. I didn't realize they were. But yeah, those are all legit passenger seats. They're just different fancier model there. And yeah, you can see the extra like airtight zone around the bridge here too. Ventilator in there. And I think if we go up, oh, we got a little bit of a hallway here, but I'm pretty sure this is going to get us up to the flight deck. Yeah, definitely. And we there's a couple over here. I'm going to walk across this real quick. And I wanted to hit one of those doors in the back and see if that comes down on the back hangar. I'm pretty sure it will. Oh, it's quite a walk, isn't it? Maybe I should have God moded this. Takes a little bit to get there. And let's see, where was... yeah, here it is. Oh. I ended up in the fuel room, and here it is. Okay. Right at the end of the module walk hallway there. Very cool. Yeah, it looks really really useful in game. I mean, for a carrier, it is doing it. It is it's got the massive flight deck on the top for some CVs. It's got the big old hangar in the back for a lot of stuff. And then it's got the front hangar for the looks like primarily for the HVs. That would open up, yeah, here. That gives you a pretty good opening to get in there as well. Yeah, very cool build here. It certainly looks useful. Alright, well, let's look at some numbers here. So we've got unlock level 20, size class 8, 39-4, 10 strafing, 31 lift, 39 reverse, 20 down, 44 fuel tanks, 20 oxygen tanks. Set up for drone defense, has a real long-range radar on it stock. 12-hour and 6-minute build time. Yeah, you can see some of the parts it needs for that radar in here. But other than that, I'm not seeing any quantum processors in the build mix here or anything really too crazy whatsoever. You're going to need that upgrade kit. I believe that's for the radar. I thought there were some other parts that you needed for that too, but maybe not. Maybe it was just the upgrade kit. Yeah. Yeah. Not going to break the bank. It's not a Core 9 either. So what is it? It is a Core 7. Core 7, 584K CPU usage. It's, yeah, you got about 4,000 left over, so it's balanced balanced quite well there. And Core 7 set up there. I want to check out the warp drive a second, see what we're looking at. It's like a standard 30 light year warp drive stock at least. And actually, wow, yeah, it does have quite a lot of sentry guns on here. I was looking at the main there. I guess it did. Oh yeah, those numbers were kind of hidden a little bit. Didn't look like there was that many, but there's a lot of sentry guns on this build here. Plus, yeah, quite a lot of turrets too. Look at that, 11. Obviously there's HUD problems here, but yeah, very cool, very cool. Stock, we have a shield, stock shield strength 22,560 on here, and yeah, this is all at a Core 7, so not bad at all. A lot of ship for the CPU, put it that way. And you know, a really good looks like a really good drone defense setup too. Like it's really going to take care of those drones pretty nicely. Take a look at your storage. We've got an ammo controller at 256K. Inbox. 640K for inbox and outbox. And we got a fridge in and out as well. Those are just fridges. So yeah, so it's not really focused heavily on storage, but it does have a nice storage setup here, especially with these two 640K in and out controllers there. And, you know, pretty good sized ammo box for sure too. But again, it's a module carrier, so with the Astra modules, you start parking those in here, and you can add in all the other stuff. More storage, more production, more farming, or farming. I don't think this had a onboard farm on it. Probably shouldn't though, because that's what the module bays are for on a build like this. So yeah, again, very, very cool module carrier here. This is again the Astra 6C by BFTC Sharpo. Very, very cool build. I feel like I'm missing something. Did I not look at something? We looked at storage already. Yeah, I think we looked at everything. All right, so let me power you off. Let's get on here. Let's adjust the lighting a little bit here again. And let's look at the next build here. So now we're gonna jet out into the desert here a bit, and we're gonna check out this place, which looks like it's already on. So this is the Paradis by Optimus Prime, and this looked really nice. So this looks like a kind of a luxury solar-powered base. I say luxury just because it looks really nice, but I'm seeing already a lot of like functional parts to this as well. So like a legit player base that I would call luxury because it looks very luxurious and very, very neat. In fact, when I was worried about spawning it, I tried to get like the front right, but there's some areas that are kind of coming up a little bit from the ground. Obviously, the ground is all over the place in the game here. But this, what's going on here, that's a really neat looking approach there because that is fitting this whole color scheme really well. This is a concrete texture. Seldomly ever see it used because it's not, you can't color it right and things like that, and it's got problems. But in this case, with whatever color is on there, is perfectly blending in with the structure, and I like how that's coming out like that. It also helps with spawning it too, to cover up a lot of the potential problems and holes and things like that. But yeah, that is cool. We got this like central like gazebo up over here. Wow, that's interesting too. A lot of solar panels on here. Obviously, this farm section looks really interesting too. You see quite a bit of this from the outside. I'm just looking through all the windows right now. Now this is really cool. And look at this architecture going on in here too. It is I guess it's mostly symmetrical, but not entirely. Differences on the left to right on the front side there. But really cool build design, layout, and roof scheme, and all that fun stuff too. It looks quite believable. Like you could see something like this in real life, for sure. Oh, I don't want to go in quite yet. Let's buzz around this way a little bit more. Yeah, sorry, it's a little floaty on the backside right now. Again, yeah, good luck finding any level ground in this game. Never happens. But it does have that buffer zone too. I could have put it further into the ground. It would have been fine. Maybe I should have done that, but I was just trying to line up the front at least. All right, so let's get in here a little bit. I'll again lower the lights down. I kind of wanted to leave a little bit of lights going because this particular creation's gonna generate a lot of really cool shadows, I think. Like what we're seeing here. I love seeing the shadows in the game. Not all parts work right with the shadows, but some do. And when they do work, they actually look quite nice. So I guess we're coming into from this side here, which is like a, I don't know, like a big foyer or something like that. Pretty fancy. We got a little light here. Big old, yeah, like smooth ceiling. Got some plants. I'm sorry, Groots. And we're into the center section here. This is wild. Look at that. Big, bright center pillar there. Protected by Groot. Groots. Plural. So over on this side, looks like we've got a full medical bay over here. And oh, you gotta have the luxurious walkway out there, of course. I think that's where that's going to go too. So we got all our equipment and then some in here for the medical bay. Fancy little wood grain walls. Ventilator up there. Oh, that's glass. I just walked into a glass wall, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Got an elevator here. I'm not sure if I walked through this side or not. So let's go back to the center here a second. So actually a couple elevators right there. What is over here? Ah, yes, the swimming pool. Oh, it's actually got the water blocks in here. So actual water in the swimming pool. Can you imagine that? You know, it's been like 10 years. And it was never actually done by the main developers. This is a Reforged Eden developer thing. But yeah, water. Water in the pool. And I can hear me splash. But, I'm going to have to turn my jetpack to get out. But that's cool. That was never an option before. We used to just have empty pools, I think, when we started. And then we just got to figure out certain things can look all right on the pool. And then later on, we all discovered that you can use an LCD to kind of put that over the pool to kind of make it look like water. And now we actually got water, which is just really cool. I mean, who would have ever guessed? So what do we got going up here? Oh yes, we got to have the. This is where you lay out in the sun, get a nice tan. Sit by your at nighttime. You got your campfire, and your plants. Yeah, this is quite the resort place here. I gotta say, that's neat. That's neat. Oh, okay. So we got one of the big rooms there. Over here, it looks like this is just all kind of recreation. We got a bathroom complex over here. Pretty open bathroom. I don't know if I would want to be like sitting here and watching someone do their business over there, but you know, it's it is cool. It is cool. Oh, check out this crazy light thing. It's like the center light's clipping through the other lights, but it makes a new pattern. Yeah, almost like the Olympic ring, sort of, a little different shape, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Not sure how that center one's fitting in there, because I mean these are like 2x2, and how does that even get there? I mean, I guess it must let you place it there. It doesn't care about its collision. Interesting. Yeah, some pictures up over here. Oh, is that like a... Is that a mech dog or cat or bunny or... I'm not sure what the animal is. Oh no, I think that's a cat. The tail looks a little... It's like a... It's got a jetpack on it. It's not a mech. It's a jetpack. I think it's a cat. Maybe. But yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I've seen that picture before. Obviously, the author didn't make the picture. It's just some of the pictures that are in the game. I just don't recall seeing that one before. Well, very, very neat. I like the lighting in here, too. The lighting and the colors and textures are all really working pretty nicely in here. And like that. So, yeah, it is a pretty luxurious base. Let's get into this corridor over here, and this is our production zone. So we got our deconstructor, advanced instructor, we got some storage boxes, O2 armor locker in here. Of course, the balcony outside. I've got to have that. Our repair bay. Yeah, let's take an elevator up top here. Oh wow! So yeah, we're in the underneath where the gazebo is. Looks like we got solar panel rows over here. Yeah, I forget if I put any fuel in this or not. What we got here? Oh, those are those elevators that we've seen down there. Yeah, so we can go check out all the solar panels. And what do we got up top? This is gonna get into the gazebo area here. So that's how you get up in here. Oh, this is glass floors. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, the super fancy gazebo on top of this. Very, very cool. Yeah, nice looking base. And it does, you know, obviously it does solar, it does farming, it's got production. It's got some fluff in it, sure, but that's really cool base. It looks nice. Nice architecture, nice designed in colors and all the fun stuff there. All right, so let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 15, size class 5. We got 4 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. We do have some 4 sentry guns in here for a little drone protection. 425-minute build time. It's gonna need a lot of the posters. One thing I don't like, if you're in game, I think you can go to certain vendors maybe to get the posters. I haven't put posters in my builds simply because I don't know how to acquire them in game, and you need them to spawn in the build. Otherwise, I don't think it lets you. So the posters have been kind of a little problematic on their concept there. I think they probably shouldn't be specialized parts and just use like carbon or maybe wood or some other something or other to make them, and not be like a weird part you gotta acquire. That's the only thing that scares me about posters, and again, why I haven't used them in my own builds, because I don't know how to get them in game very consistently, especially when you're starting out in the game. Later on, I think you can buy some of these, but I found posters along my ways in the game before, but you know, you gotta have specific ones too, because it's not just a generic poster. It's like, oh, this one's of this named poster, so then you got to find that specific named poster to spawn it in. Now, I wish it didn't work that way, because that's why I just never use them. But it is neat, especially for a build like this. Those posters look great, and yeah, that pool looks great. Yeah, the whole base looks really, really cool. A lot of solar going on in there too. All right, so we already looked at some of this CPU wise. Oh, okay, so this one is this might be for vanilla. No, you know, there's been a bug. There's been a bug in Reforged Eden 2 at least with CPU cores on bases. I've seen this several times now, where it's saying it's got 210,000 CPU, and if we look, it should be balanced. It's basically you get 200,000 for just. No, I'm wrong on that. You don't get 200,000 on a base. How much CPU does a main core give you? Well, what do these give you? Basic CPU core. See, this increases it by 30,000. And these are 50, so that's 130,000 CPU there. And I thought you started with, I don't know, I guess. I thought it was 200,000, but I'm looking at a CV base core setup. But for whatever reason, it's a core 4. It should be working here, and it's not. And I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it on bases. I think it's a bug, but I'm not 100% sure on that because I've seen this. This is the third time I've seen that now on a base. In Reforged Eden 2, where the numbers certainly look like they should be balanced. This is a Core 4. It's not running that much CPU stuff on it. I don't understand why it's not. It's just not processing the core values or showing me them correctly, at least on the menu, is what I'm guessing. So, all right. So let's look at the storage on here. So it's got actually quite a bit of storage. Okay, so these are 16K. I got 4 ammo boxes at 14K. I guess, okay, a lot of boxes. Not too many storage controllers there. And then a whole lot more sort boxes over here, too. Like another about 10 over here. Yeah, very cool. So, again, this is the Paradis by Optimus Prime. Very, very cool build. Yeah, it looks like it was a fun one to do, too. Kind of, do something different. Neat color scheme. Like how everything blends together. And cool architecture, too. Very, very cool base there. Alright, so moving on to the next build. We're back over to the landing pad once again. We'll be back out in the desert soon enough. Let me get this guy powered up. There it is. Alright, so this, pretty interesting name here. This is the Utipede Transport by Barefoot and Hillbilly. So it's not a centipede, it's a Utipede. So yeah, this is really cool. I believe this is again a more of a Star Wars type design. I think this was kind of ship that would drop off some things. I don't know, drones or mechs or, well, maybe not mechs, but droids. You got to think Star Wars here, or something, or maybe it's just curious big boxes here too. That could very well be it. I think I'm confusing this a little bit with another build that's a little bit similar to this one. Not quite, but I've seen that in, I think, like the Clone Wars, Star Wars movie before. But this is something similar to that, but this actually does look like it's more for cargo. Man, cool looking build here. Kind of, it's right to the point. I like this framework in the inside there with all the half blocks. Very cool design there. And again, Star Wars stuff. Interesting, like thruster setup over there. Kind of, the Star Wars creations tend to mix a lot of rigid angles, and then they put in some roundy parts in the mix, which usually looks really good. Kind of breaks up the rigid angles, but the rigid angles are also very cool to see. Cool coloring on here too. Pretty interesting. There's several different colors. There's some kind of this gray bluish back over here, and we got some more. What color is that? Kind of a beige tone, actually, but it looks kind of orangey with the lights. And I think, oh, we got some other colors up front here too. It's hard to identify all the different colors on here, but there's quite a few different setups here. I like this occasional like discolored panels. Kind of gives it that certain look, which is kind of cool. Like it's not like rusted out or anything like that, but it certainly looks like it's been used. We've got some different surface metals around this whole area here too. Some of that, some of this. Like some of the, does it have some of the smooth metal in here too? Probably, I think over there. Yeah, very cool. Landing gear, that's neat, using these little ones over here. With the side landing gear. And we got a centered one in the front there. Yeah, very cool. So obviously I don't believe there's any interior space on this build. It's going to fly through the hull a little bit back over here. Oh, hey, look at that. We've got a warp drive location. Oh, yeah, I didn't see this. I'll check that out. So, yeah. Upgrade potential here. Put in a warp drive right in this room over here. That's cool. That's cool. Nice setup on that. Oh, and we got something over here, too. Oh, yes. We've got our shield. So, our 1x3 shield. Well, 1x2x3 well, whatever. The compact shield. We'll go with that. And cockpit up here. Oh, look at the little lights up there. Oh, that's cute. Neat, neat. Yeah, nice, nice looking thing. It'd be so cool if there was like some kind of cargo boxes or something, like there's a certain size box that you can pick up off the ground with one of these, and it worked in game. That, you know, I'm talking a box and not like a flying CV that you park in here. I'm just talking like you fly over a box and you hit like a tractor beam or some kind of lift thing, and it grabs a box, mounts it up there, and then you got all these slots for the boxes. That'd be kind of a neat option too. Interesting. Like if you're raiding a POI and you go to the POI and you put down one of these boxes, and then you put all the loot in that box, and then you fly around with this later, and you pick up all the boxes and bring it back to your main ship or whatever. That'd be a cool setup there. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 12, size class under 1, 65 forward, 40 strafing, 85 lift, 52 reverse, 30 down, 9 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. Doesn't have any guns on it whatsoever. Really inexpensive build time and costs. 43 minute, 10-second build time. Nothing really special whatsoever. It is using some bridges, so it's not a core 1, but it ain't much higher than that. Wow, I actually got a lot of extra CPU here too. So set to 11,750 CPU, using under 6,000. And that is going to translate to a core 3. 1 basic, 1 improved in here on how it was set up. So it does have quite a lot of extra CPU available to it as well. Storage wise, oh, wrong button, sorry about that. The Utipede. So we got an ammo controller at 500, container controller at 500, and a protection tank. Now it is possible, I probably ought to look at that. There is another scenario / mod for this game, and this might be for that as well. It's playing pretty nice with Reforging 2 as well, but it could be using a different mod. And that is something I still haven't got around to like researching too much. I did see it up on the workshop, and it looks pretty interesting. Well, there's actually a couple of them. There's a new salvage mod, or revised salvage mod, or I forget the name of it. I better shut up because I'm going to screw up the name. Anyway, again, this is the Utipede Transport by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Very, very cool build here. All right, so the next build, there's quite a few builds today, so we're going to finally get over to this something that looks like it came right out of a different video game. Look at this son of a gun. This is the Wraith Spire Keep by Scarge. So, as of late, God, I don't think this is in the game I've been playing, but I've been playing some Baldur's Gate on the side, or Baldur's Gate 3, and yeah, kind of motivated to kind of try to do something kind of crazy, medieval, magical myself someday. It'd be kind of a fun project, but this author has done that, and this very well could be from something. I don't think it's in the game I'm playing, but it just looks familiar, or well, the style looks familiar, I would say. I won't say necessarily the build itself could be completely original. It's just really cool. Kind of like that, like it even looks like something you might see in like Warcraft, or like the like Warcraft 3, the game, or something like that. Just, yeah, very fantasy based design here, especially with the lights and stuff. It looks like a lich temple or something. Really, really cool. Noticing all the spiky stuff on the ceiling here. That's neat. Oh, that's using like the marble tile textures. Interesting. Yeah, that's a big son of a gun too, by the way. This is no joke in size. It's almost a little deceiving on how big it actually is. You look at it from a distance, and you're like, oh, it's pretty big, but yeah, it is very big. Oh, wow, check out this. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Why, I don't even see that. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so there's thin blocks sideways kind of going up and making this big old pattern there, but it's all blacked out behind it. So you look at it as a whole, especially from a little bit of distance, and it looks like it's almost done with like a giant LCD, but it's not. It's all block work. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Very interesting. Some xenoblocks in here too to create this particular texture, which is just kind of a really good one to use for texture lights, but it is xeno material only that does it, unfortunately. But yeah, look at these formations in the wall over here. This is a cool setup here too. That's neat. I don't think I've seen quite anything quite like this before with the way this is done. Of course, yeah, all the texture lights around these really cool looking multi-layered deep archways around the creation here, and other different shapes in the walls there too. And again, these hooks and spiky things over here on the top, that looks really cool. And I like how it kind of goes into like a 45, more like a top of a house kind of thing right there. And then of course we got this center spiral tower. Well, not spiral tower, but center, very large tower, and the at the top of it here. That's cool. And almost yeah, we could need to put the big eyeball up here. Yeah, this is really cool. This is very creative. Taking Empyrion blocks and stuff and doing entirely different thing with them. Something that you might see, I don't know, in some other kind of game. I don't know if this is going to have an interior or not. I'm guessing it probably won't, but I'm going to find out. I'll just get the lights the way they are. It's cool. I love seeing shadows like this in games. See all the shadows kind of going across there. That's kind of neat. It adds a lot of stuff. But no, we do have an interior up in here. Oh, look at this. It's all like futuristic now. Look at that. It's all metal and fancy tech stuff and whatnot in here. I didn't expect that. We got a protection tank. Look at that. Oh man. So we got two wow, no, they go to uh-oh. It is time to seriously get lost. This is where I need those Prometheus little that mapping drone set up there. So I don't get lost. It'll map the whole place out. Then I'll get lost anyway. Oh, look at this room here. Wow, what are you? Oh, we're a POI. We're a POI. I didn't know we're a POI. Look at that. That's a POI spawner. I didn't know that. Oh. Oh. So. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize. I just I think I looked at another build from the author, and it didn't have like an interior in it. It was a really nice looking exterior, different style than this one. But it didn't have the interior in it, and this one looks like it's set up. Yeah, this is a full-blown POI in here. I didn't realize that. Okay, so Wraith Spire is a POI, and I'm just giving away details here. So I don't really want to fly through it too much here, but I didn't expect this. This totally took me off guard. I guess I didn't. Wow. Oh God. Oh, that's evil. Oh, this is, stay away from this hangar. Holy crap, that will smoke you. Cool ceiling. Look at that ceiling. All right, so I didn't realize I had all this stuff going on for it here. Oh, no, I feel bad. Well, hopefully I'm not giving away anything. But, yeah, I just wanted to just briefly at least check out these internal areas. Look at this farming section. This could be a kind of a cool one to like blast, core it. I don't want to give away anything on that though. And take it over and use it as your base. I didn't totally realize. Oh, I didn't even see this little dude. Look how little this dude is compared to the size of this thing. He's like a pixel down there. Anyway, very, very cool creation here. Again, I don't want to like freak it out, and but I'm so curious. Yeah, it looks like it's full. It's got a full interior in it, but a POI interior. And I still can't get a hold of that little dude right there in the center of the screen and the scaling of the rest of this place. Holy smokes. So I didn't pay attention when I spawned this, but let's look at some numbers here. Okay, unlock level 25. Oh, size class 49. Yep, there it is. That's a big one. Does have some guns on it too. Wow, it does. Laser sentries? That must be a POI thing. I never heard of a laser sentry. 85 of them though. Well, actually 87. Plasma turrets. Yeah, this is all POI stuff here. 48. Well, it doesn't really matter about this because again, this is it's not really meant to be a player base, but it kind of looks like it could work as a player base as well. But yeah, 40-hour and 21-minute build time. Kind of looks like it's a Core 9. Let's take a look at the CPU. See, the CPU on this one is balancing out pretty good. Alright, hold on. So, yeah, it is a Core 9. So, oh, okay. Yeah, NPC Core Admin. Yeah, it is a Admin Core POI. Interesting. Interesting. I hope this gets into the main game or some of the mods or scenarios like Reforged, and there's others. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of fun to come across this and run it someday. See how it comes out there. Well, all I got to say, and I didn't mean to give that away, but yeah, don't come in through the hangar door because you're dead. You're dead. Well, you know, maybe not. Maybe you're meant to come in through the hangar door, but with the tank or something like that. Because if you come in on foot, yeah, you're toast. I don't think there's any cover in there. So I think you're supposed to raid it with a tank and then get out on foot. I think that's the idea. Again, very, very cool build. This is the Wraith Spire Keep by Scarge. Very cool. All right, so we got one more build today. And that's it's not a real big build. I found this in new releases. I thought it looked pretty interesting. And this, I believe, is a Star Wars creation as well. I think this was something from the Clone Wars movie. And look at this little guy. That's like one of them walking. It's got the droid robot thing in the legs. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I think I've seen this though in a movie, in that particular movie, if I'm not mistaken. And that is really cool, and it looks like it's a usable creation here too. This is what is this? This is a HV. You can see the HV hover engines down in there. Now we got a cockpit right up there, and I think we get in on the bottom side. Cool looking block radar disc here with a gun in the middle of it. It's kind of like some kind of like phase beam or something like that. I don't know. That's cool. Very Star Wars looking. Oh wow, this ramp actually comes down a little bit here. Very cool build though. Unique, really unique. Now, obviously the author. Oh man, I forgot to say the name and all that stuff. I'm sorry. This is the OG9 8SD by Aotrex. Ayootrex. This is also another new author I'm unfamiliar with. This is a really cool build. Really cool build. Really cool looking sphere there out of the blocks. And yeah, just the legs and the yeah, it's a crazy creation, but I believe this is a replica. All right, here I gotta kind of stay in God mode right now to get inside here. And here I'll adjust the lighting here a little bit. I don't know if there's Yeah, pretty dark in here, so we'll keep it on a little bit. But yeah, as soon as you get in, oh yeah, look at the cockpit's right there. So you got your cockpit view window there. Looks like inside we got an RCS, a couple of them. That's where we just came in. A couple passenger seats in here. Got a Pentaxid tank. Looks like we have a shield. Main core generator there. Storage controller right there. Oh, maybe an ammo controller. Yeah, very cool design. I mean, it's right to the point, obviously. It's a HV at that, too. So, yeah, really cool. I like this well-placed light up on the front, too. It kind of gives it that, I don't know, almost like a drone look or something like that. Again, I believe this was in the Clone Wars movie. Yeah, very, very cool build there. Don't think... well, it does have the gun down over here. I was looking if it had any other sneaky weapons or retractables here and there or something like that. But again, this is a HV, so you're not going to see sentry guns. They don't exist on HVs or SVs. So, alright. Well, anyway. Very cool build. Let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 12, size class 1. 13 forward, 13 strafing. 13 reverse. It's a HV, so it doesn't go up and down. 5 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. It has a detector, has that laser cannon on the front. 23 minute and 54 second build time. So really, really easy to get in game. Doesn't need much of anything. Does have some bridges in it, so it's going to be over core 1. Not by too much, though. It's set up for 12,000. CPU, it's only using 6,700 of that. Is going to be... Oh, it took a core 4 for that. Okay, yeah. One thing I've been kind of... This is just my opinion, but... in Reforged Eden 2, I was kind of looking at the... like, I'm pretty content, generally speaking, with CV's CPU. And they, like, going up to core 9 and things like that. It all plays pretty nicely. But when it comes to HVs and SVs, I find that the CPU doesn't go very far. And it's almost like I feel like, you know, before you get into the crazy things, the hard to get, like your quantum and auxiliary cores, that it's almost like I feel like there should be more CPU available on all the different branches, you know, whether it's a core 1 all the way up to 9. I think they ought to just have a little bit more CPU available. It just seems like things are really tight, so tight that you can't build much with it, especially if you're, you know, and even things that I would say are, you know, sort of on the high end, well, hard to explain, but some builds I just think, you know, I see them and it looks like, oh, that's probably like a Core 9 SV or HV, and then I look at it and it's like Core 17, and I'm like, oh wow. And so that's kind of what's freaking me out a little bit. It's like I think you should be able to pull off more with the CPU on HVs and SVs stock before you have to go in quantum and auxiliary cores with it. So I think it's kind of limiting, actually. Even like the builds that I'm doing, it's a pure fight struggle, and then you're kind of really limited. And if you try to build a high end something or other, it's almost impossible to even, you build like a higher medium end thing and it's already like hitting like core 17, it seems like. And maybe it's just I don't understand things quite right, but that's just my opinion. I feel like the CPU is just way too low on HVs and SVs. Doesn't make them very fun. Not very fun to build either, and that's kind of the problem with it. Kind of stuff you used to be able to build back in the day, especially before there was CPU, was pretty cool. I mean, you could do pretty much anything you wanted. It's just if you build a psycho crazy big HV or something with all kinds of guns and weapons, it was going to be expensive. I mean, and that was the whole point of it. It's not cheap. So, but now it's just like, now you just can't build them. You can't build them entirely. You can't build anything like that. Some of the stuff we used to build. Some of the stuff was crazy. Probably a little OP, but it was fun. I got to say that much. But other than that, again, so this build here, which I got on a little tangent there. This is again the OG 9 HSD by Aotrex. Very, very cool build. And that is all the builds this week. Yeah, some really cool stuff to look at and use in game. And gosh darn, look at that son of a gun and that carrier and that Psycho POI. I didn't realize it was POI. Glad it is. I'm actually glad it is. I thought it was just going to be an empty interior. I didn't look at the description very much, obviously. But I thought it was just going to be a big old empty interior and nothing going on. So it's actually like a POI and things like that. Really cool base there. Really cool revision on the Sanctuary ST from God, very long time ago. And other than that, yeah, wow. I guess you all have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later.